Fairfax County Fire and Rescue is known for its commitment to excellence and stellar performance. The commitment to achieve the best starts at the very beginning of a firefighter's career, with the instructors who train, lead, and instill these values.
One of the first things we ask a recruit, and any of my staff members will tell you this, on that first day we asked them, why did you pick Fairfax? And the majority of them will say because they've heard or they know that Fairfax is one of the best departments. You would only hope that just that reputation of this department would bring out the best in someone.
At the beginning of each recruit class, you see 30 individuals coming into the Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Department, and during between the 26 and 28 weeks, you could see them develop not only as individuals, but only as persons, as firefighters. But again, once you see that process and that progression, where their mentality changed, the way they think, the way they do things, the way they see things, you can see that change. And ultimately, once graduation comes, 6 months later, you can see that development from a recruit to a firefighter.
We start out with a lot of the basics and introduce them to their PPE, their protective equipment, which is their SCBA. And then we start with the meat and potatoes of the job, which is a hose, water supply, ladders, search. All of those are actually required before we can do any live fire training. So we, to meet the standard of 1403, we make sure that we handle all of those skills so that we can later on introduce the recruits to those extra stressors, which are smoke and fire and low visibility.
The recruits learn a variety of skills. It starts out with they have to be a certified EMT, whether it's basic or advanced life support. They also have to be able to crawl through a confined space, run up and down stairs. They have to be able to lift somebody else out of a small space, rescuing equipment. They also are trained at the end of recruit school with the day-to-day calls that we may get, whether it's power lines down or taking somebody down the steps with a stair chair, the things that we may see out in the field every day.
One of the things we like to teach the recruits is to work in teams. They have to be a part of a team, and one of the reasons why we teach that is because once they leave recruit training and they go on to their stations, they're going to be with a group of folks 24 hours on day. So if you think about in a normal career of a firefighter, which is 25 years, a third of the 25 years is going to be spent with people at the station. So if they get transferred from one station to the next station, regardless of which station they go to, that mindset of teamwork is going to carry them, and it's going to benefit them between one station and the next station.
For the recruits, teamwork is very important. That's where it starts, but teamwork is actually very important for the entire organization. The Occupational Health and Safety Organization has a rule that's called 2 in, 2 out. Firefighters never go any place by themselves. There's always going to be 2 people in and 2 people out. So it's important at the very beginning to start with the teamwork, because that's what's going to get you through the day, that's what's going to help you on calls, and that's what's going to help you end the day as a firefighter. There's nothing more important to a Fairfax County Fire and Rescue Department employee than teamwork.
You backed it into me.
I backed into you?
Yeah.
Come on, baby. How about some of this? How about some of this right here, babe? You want some of that right there? Let's go. Let's go. Over here.
One of the reasons why we have simulation is to introduce the recruits to different things that could happen out in the field with their respective stations. These are all skills that they need to learn because it's real life scenarios. And the more equipped, the better prepared they are to overcome those problems, the best firefighters they will be once they get out to the field.
To be a recruit class instructor, you're held to a much higher standard, because not only are you a teacher, you're a mentor, and you're a role model. And you asking recruits to do something, you have to be able to do it yourself, including taking care of your uniform, ironing your uniform, polishing your shoes, making sure that you're always wearing the right protective equipment, and making sure you set a good example, or else you have no credibility.
You know, I'm a firm believer in leading by example. And the folks who work here are folks who want to work here. They're not folks who are sent here for a temporary duty because they were picked by outside personnel. These are folks who apply for the position. So those folks want to be mentors. They want to bring up the younger firefighting generation, just like they were brought up.
Being an instructor and a mentor, it starts the first day of recruit school, even before they get there when we prep. And I get to look at them the first day, everybody very nervous, everybody very scared, and watch them for 8 hours while we go through all of our paperwork. And then the last day, when they get to take their badges and helmets. And those 26 weeks in between are worth every second that we give up for that, just to watch them grow, to watch them learn, and to come in with no experience or confidence and to leave as a bona fide Fairfax County Fire Department firefighter.